Welcome to Ragnar's Gate Tarot. If you are searching for a path to deeper insights, guidance, and spiritual connection, by becoming a member and choosing one of our levels, you will gain access to exclusive content, personalized readings, and the support of a like-minded mystical community, depending on the gate number you choose to activate. Ragnar's Gate 1. $6 per month. Access weekly synchronized guidance cards/tarot tale videos. Participate in exclusive members-only live Q&A sessions. Ragnar's Gate 2. $12 per month. Everything from Gate 1. Plus, a detailed monthly tarot reading crafted just for you via email or video link. Ragnar's Gate 3. $28 per month. All from Gates 1 and 2. Plus, a 15-minute live, one-on-one tarot session every month. And discounts and special offers on private tarot readings. Unlock the magic. Choose your gate, support the channel, and dive into a world of deeper understanding. Click join to become a member today. In https://buymeacoffee.com/RagnarsGateTarot.
Hello and very welcome to Ragnar's Gate Tarot. This is session 19. The sun could be considered in that sense. So bright evenings or sunshine for everyone. So hey, I wanted to mention also, like you saw the promo thing, you can check that out. But on top of that, if you become a member or donate during the live, I will give you a special bonus also, which means you can get a guidance card from Finnish Susanna Salo's Mythical Fennica Tarot. So you get a card from that, like Finnish tarot card, and then the other option you can choose. You can choose from two. No extra bonus during the live. It's a rune. So basically, we're gonna take a Oddish rune, which is gonna be one rune, and we'll see what guidance it would give, for example. So that would be this kind of precious looking things. Okay? So those are the stuff, basically. Alright. Also, I want to mention that I'm gonna do members only session, which is gonna be on 16th next week Sunday, starting 8:30, ending at 10. So if you become a member, then you can come there, ask questions about the cards or make your questions. And for practicality's sake, you have to become a member less minimum 2 hours before it starts. Okay? So that's the stuff basically. Then let's go through. This is gonna be in the description. I'm gonna go through the video. So the idea is here, basically, that I'm using the Zener cards. Many of you have seen it. Many of you have been doing this. Maybe somebody did it at home already. That should be like helpful also. So basically, guidance and clarity is the idea here with this whole business of everything. And how this works, there's gonna be 5 symbols. There are every time I take a Zener card, there's going to be 5 possible symbols. So basically everyone has always more or less 20% chance to get it right. So let's take the squares there. So the symbols are, there's by the way no triangle, which seems to be making sense for many people that it would be the PlayStation thing, but that has nothing to do with this, so who knows, maybe it does, maybe it does. So there's waves, cross, circle, star, and a square. So there's gonna be 5, but always the 5 possibilities. So idea is that Zener was using this to study extrasensory perception in the 1900s. Like 1950s, 60s, 40s, and with his colleague. And the idea is that you take a card, you think about it, you put it in your head, you try to send it to the other person. They were kind of controversial in this, so basically was claimed that it is easy to cheat on this and stuff, but for me this works. I have tried it and you can get kind of better with this, that shouldn't be possible. So that's the idea. So what happens is, like, I will say, like, okay, you will check the instructions when you come to the chat. You read the instructions. When you put ready, then you are ready. You can participate. So I will take the card. I will take one card. Obviously, I won't show it, and I say okay now, and when I say now, then you can write the answer on the chat, and the person who gets it right the first gets their question answered. And there is no limitations here. Basic limitations are only in your head. That means that you can participate as many times as you want. One person once got 3 times in a row, always with the first one, so they got the 3 questions. Somebody took 8 cards and they didn't for some reason get anything. So the idea is that when you get it right, we create a bond between us, which is like a synchronicity that Carl Jung was talking about, for example. So that's the idea, and it's a fun way to train your intuition. And I don't know, it goes through the ether, or maybe it's a quantum entanglement or something. But for me, it seems to help. It seems to give like more like clarity for the reading, and yeah, that should be stuff. So one more time, these are the 5 symbols that can be appearing every single time we do the stuff with this. So let's take the cross there. So cross, star, circle, waves, and the square. And there will be also some at times instructions on the screen. So please hold that, check that out also. In principle, so you know what's going on. So feel very welcome to my channel, and please make yourself known. I always take a card before a session, or well before, sometimes the night before. It depends on everything. But let's see. I might bring some technical matters. Yeah, so basically, to be clear with the Zener stuff, in the video's description there is the description how this works about the Zener card. So please read that. So that, and type ready when you have understood what's going on. Okay? And also it can be found in the beginning of the video. And fast instructions also sometimes on the screen. Okay, but yeah, I had 8 of cups for cards. Today's card, what I had, and you can see there, cups are the card of water, which is relating to feelings, communications, I think love, relationships, and it's kind of beautiful suit, I guess, in that sense. So here you can see there's a person who is walking away. He's leaving the cups there, so that's kind of clear that you are walking away from something. And I think maybe you had an inner struggle, and you were dealing with your own, even your own emotion, that you were maybe going to parts of yourself and emotions that you wouldn't let yourself normally feel, or you just had to clarify a situation for yourself. So basically, kind of feeling shadow work or something like this could have been going on. So basically you decide to leave it, and it doesn't fulfill you anymore, and you just basically leave everything there. And so that's short for this. And basically you have come from a situation that you had a lot of options, or at least you thought you had a lot of options, and then it has led to this, that you have to struggle. I guess the idea is like what option you have taken has sort of like moved you and pushed you here. And I think this can be also idea that you are desiring for being alone, or you want to be alone with your feelings, and you want to like basically go away. You want solitude, and then you're gonna arrive. Next is the 9 of Cups, which is a guy who is in these cards basically. Well, it's gonna be easy to show, I guess. Moment. In these cards, that is like this. So you're gonna arrive here and you have come from there. So that can be some kind of idea how it works basically. So you're gonna be probably feeling pretty okay on your own, looking into your deepest emotions and how you actually feel at the moment. So I think that will be the thing with the 8 and 10 billion other things. Of course, whatever comes for the card, and when you do these kind of things, that you look into a card and then you look, obviously you can find details that you just somehow missed at some point completely, and then you get new ideas. So exactly, a picture tells more than 1,000 words. So that would be about the 8 of Cups. Also, like there comes something to mind, for example, with this, that you have the cups have been piled like this, and it's like even like a barrier. So one could see also that says like this would be like a sort of screen that somebody is like putting there, like a emotional barrier between something as well. Something like this could be easily thought of from this as well. Let's see, do we have some kind of glitches here? Yeah, yeah. Apologies about possible buffering and stuff. I'm experiencing some sort of technical issues with this, even though the connection should be fine and all that. So that's kind of funny business in the end. Well, while we are here checking what's gonna happen with this night and the session 19, it's really like already 19 sessions, and then I had done finish as well, so it has gone kind of well. And I have to say at this point, I'm really thankful for everyone who has come here to spend your time with me, and I hope that you make my channel your channel too, and we can create a community in this. And like I have seen this already, was in some places the people start to help each other explain things, and somebody was kind of moderating without any like a request to do so, and it was just really a really nice thing what was going on. But let's take then not a general reading, but a reading that if it resonates with you, then it's for you. You then take what you can from there and use it to your benefit. Either you see it here live, or then you see it afterwards, of course. And by the way, yeah, I'm on TikTok also, so you can follow me there. I cannot still follow anyone, which is, I say it every time, but it's slightly annoying already. It's been kind of weeks, but it seems like people are experiencing this error. And welcome to the channel. Please make yourself known that you are here, and check the description for instructions how this goes. But let's make something with this. Basically, we're gonna try here. Should I continue here? Should I continue, or how to put it? Basically, should I stay or should I go? It's like the song says. Okay. So basically, up is gonna be going, and down is gonna be the second option, which is up going, down staying. And up going, down staying. And let's see what we can get from this. So if you're in a situation that you would need to be deciding should you stay or should you go, that would be you. Then this would be that you would be kind of moving forward, you're going. This would be you staying. So that gives two paths you can take. And here you are. You have the 7 of Swords. So somehow you have maybe ended up in a situation that could prove out to be a little bit compromising for you, and you I think you are kind of like in a pickle, that this is something like, okay, should I stay or should I go? So obviously if there's two options, but I feel that this is something that is a kind of fast situation, so you would need to make a decision, I think, relatively fast. Would you stay or go? That you have, I think you have also like accumulated, like I think some kind of like limit has been reached, that you have reached a limit, and now you, I don't know, you feel like you have to tiptoe and maybe like do things that you might not be, well, look a little bit sneaky what's going on. There's justice in the going part. Then it's 8 of swords, and then it's 9 of swords. So I think it seems, well, there is the major arcane in that sense. So again, I will get a notion about real like justice, like human justice, as in court. It is holding a sword, which would be sort of the king's sword in a way, and is ready to put, let's say that things that are not in balance, then comes justice and puts things in balance. So I think you are somehow in a compromised situation in this yourself. And if you decide to go, that seemed to be bringing some balance, and that would come from a situation that there has been an action which has created the reaction, and now is time for the reaction. Maybe it has come somehow with, it's coming like echoing sort of like this, and but yeah, it is about to bring like some kind of balance. And like I said, what the nature didn't sort out, then comes the human justice wheel. So this is also like, seems like there could be some legal issue of you going even. I don't know, I get that as well. Then we have the 8 of swords here. So after this, like balancing the situation or the legal, it seems like you are stuck, and you could kind of move forward, but you somehow are like, the person is there sort of blindfolded there, and it's kind of like this is the 7, this is the 8. So I think because of your own actions, you are kind of stuck, and you have to now really think, sort of like I think you are also like, this could be like this kind of circle of thoughts is coming, like that you cannot kind of get your head around things. You just keep doing the same like thoughts just occur and occur, and that's, you build yourself a cage with your thoughts, which is unable to move forward. And well, the next step is kind of natural there. It will create some kind of solitude for you, that basically you go to the 9, to the conclusion of the path of that you would go, so that will leave you kind of hanging. If you go, that seems to lead to a situation that is not quite, the situation is not quite, there is no release. As you can see, there is a person who is like waking up in the night, middle of the night, on their bed. The swords are hanging there like Damocles sword or something, sort of, and many of them. So I think I could say that there's also a lot of things. I think there's even now, when you've been stuck, and then if you kind of move forward towards here, which is the path of the going, I think you're also adding now almost things, like you can see the swords are here in the ground. Maybe they even are more like concrete, you know, like more real, the things. But now they are hanging sort of in the air. You could be considered it's on the wall, or they are just hanging on the air. So that would be a little bit more difficult. And sorry about the possible problems. Some buffering can be expected, but yeah. So I hope you're not planning to run from justice and become a fugitive, for example. That could be a lonely endeavor in the end. But yeah, I think that this is leading to this, that it's not quite gonna be conclusive. If you leave, and so basically take the path of going, that you go, that's not, it's gonna end, not gonna end somehow. It's not bringing you the conclusion. Then, if you stay, damn, there comes the knives like a mother hugger. Maybe this is something that you are like, kind of like, I don't know, are you trying to carry away the swords that gonna pierce you here? Because that would be the next card here. that you would be going towards. So this would be, if you stay, swap, there comes the source, and you are sort of like, feels like you are sacrificed even. Like maybe it comes down to the fact that if there is something to do with the justice, this could be like, maybe it won't go quite to the human justice thing, but that's gonna end something, and that's not gonna be pretty, and it's gonna hurt. Like, I don't suggest that you will literally get stabbed by 10 swords, obviously, but this is still something that is gonna be heavy for the psyche, and like, and the mind, basically. So if you're gonna stay, there's gonna be almost like a, maybe this is exactly that you are trying to sneak out and maybe try to get the hug out because you are afraid of this. You can see this coming. Like, you can see the guy is watching there, he's carrying the 5 and leaving kind of 2, so it's a little bit like in that way that if you go this path, you kind of like, you almost take everything and you almost finish the stuff, but you don't, and you do it because you try to avoid this, at least in the beginning. And then it would go again, kind of like a natural transition to the Page of Swords, which would be maybe a bit more positive in that sense that after this, it would kind of like, I would see that it kind of goes forward. So okay, that happened, but after this, at least something has ended. So you got the sword stabbed, and that's like really brutal. This is not so, but nobody's gonna try to hide that this has been done. You're gonna be made example out of, on my view. Like, you can see the person is in like an altar and sacrificed. So you're gonna get it hard there. But after this comes that there's a young person looking there, has the sword, which looks like the sword of the king even, and like, I think you would then acknowledge that you are maybe here you gonna crash also, like, and it will be, and here, but here after this that you crash, then you have lost this, and this happened, which is kind of like the worst thing that you could imagine, I think. And here you start to wonder more, like, well, maybe there is not that you consider here that there is like okay, first of all, that you have to move and all that, but here you start to wonder after the 10 and the sacrificial thing, you start to wonder that maybe there is more to this, that you can maybe create with your mind things kind of well. So now, I don't know, this gets interesting because there is a lot of swords. Then we have the Page, and then comes the Knight of Swords. So if you decide to stay, I think the end result is like, I don't know, if not exactly sure, because this seemed to be like, and here we are the princes of the universe, and hopefully we are back. So for me it seems like, if you, this is the going, this is the staying part, not pretty, it's gonna hurt, but you kind of recover. But then there comes someone that you are the one who's holding the sword and thinking maybe that you gotta kind of like got back on your feet, but there's more coming. So staying is gonna be like one hit after another in that sense. But I think the worst happens here, because that at least is some conclusion, but I think staying will give you even more pain that you were kind of expecting in that sense. So you are here with the 7, and this would be kind of somebody who rides the horse of death. So I think this will bring about change to you, and like, I see that you are gonna be having more price to pay, but it seems still that here is gonna be waiting for it, and here you're gonna kind of more go head on, and I think this looks like for me that you are gonna face the problem still, because 10, 11, not 10 Page, Knight, or 10, 11, 12, how you wanna say it, I don't know if people use much of the numbers. I tend to think about it like in the kind of like sort of like in the normal playing deck, so it somehow helps to, but it doesn't really go that way. So I think, yeah, well, one could see and think about it. It's all about It's all inside your head in that sense. Basically everything, even the justice is wielding a sword. Everything has swords. So it's all like a lot of things to do with mind, and it's all air. So everything seem to be happening. Then you have to kind of like, I think you are in a position that you really have to choose pretty fast, and whatever is gonna be, maybe this is a little bit longer path in the end because you have the justice there, and I don't know, depending on a country, even if it would be related to human justice, it usually takes time and it's not so fast. So this would be longer, but it leaves you hanging there. And this is more like, well, I would like, in a way, so in some part of me would like to think that since this was your path and staying, that you could come up, that could be also seen that you will return and kind of come revenge what has been done to you, or you're gonna want to get even, and you are not gonna care what's gonna happen, that you are the one who's gonna go back then and create the change. But I am a little bit like between two things here, because in the end, yeah, this is, if you stay, and I am telling that this would be a battle between these two, I'm not sure exactly what to say. Let's see if we take a card, what it gives. Well, then it gives the more swords. So it would be the Queen of Swords then there. So it's kind of like, for me at the moment, really difficult to see which way this will be. Because the normal thing to say would be, on my view, it's your path that comes there, but I get so strong sensation that it's this, that you are gonna get hit again. Then we get to like an additional info would be the Queen of Swords. Now what, the King of Swords? No, that would be the Ace of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. So I think there would be somebody in the middle. Whatever, there would be a battle, or you would return anyway, there would be a battle, and somebody would be in the between, and I would think that this could lead to some kind of like agreement, on my view. So in that sense, if you look at these two things, this will require more bravery, and you have to face kind of scary stuff, and it's gonna be kind of swift still in that sense. But I think this will lead to like some kind of more like a conclusion, and like at least I think maybe some of the stuff that is done is gonna be so brutal that it's not quite okay. So anyway, how this battle goes, you're gonna come back. Somebody's gonna be in between. If you are gonna be doing this, somebody wants to do this, or you are gonna be one. Anyway, this Queen will come in the middle, and then there's gonna be offered something. So that could be some sort of settlement, instead of like, if you think that there could be a court case for this, that then if you take this, that would not be the case, that somehow it could be settled, but it looks pretty ugly in the end, and there is a lot of strain on the mind in that sense. And well, anyway, this is faster, that's slower. So I think I would recommend this one still. This is always like, it hurts, but it's gonna be over. In that sense, that there you don't get a conclusion, so that could last God knows. Well, as a sword, sort of, but because it's a 9 and not the 10, so I think you will be leave hanging with not so nice stuff in the end. So there is that. But yeah, let's take a moment to take a sip of water. And while we are waiting for precious souls to come here and spend their quality, and the only thing that they have their time in here with me and the Zener cards and the training of intuition, getting guidance and clarity, we're gonna take a card from the one that I promised as a bonus. So Susanna Salo Mythical Fennica Tarot. It's a based on Finnish mythology and such. So that's gonna give maybe even like a glimpse to the Finnish psyche and the tradition and the culture and everything like this. And I'm from there, from Finland. I mean there even as we speak. Would you know? Would you suggest that? Okay, let's see. We take this and see what it would be. Väinämöinen. I'll have to say that even for me, I'm not so well versed in the Finnish mythology and tradition, but basically, I would say that Väinämöinen would probably be more or less the emperor. I would say that he would be the emperor. He is pretty much Vaka vanha Väinämöinen, like they sing. Even like I said, I remember that. And there we have it. That would indeed be Väinämöinen and the emperor, basically. Keywords would be the emperor, old wise man, sage, authority, elder, pioneer, innovator, initiator, will to act, fatherhood, control over one's own life, inner willpower, ambition, responsibility. So, and basically, by the way, here again the book that you get if you buy it from, I guess, online. I'm sure you can get it. It's not a promo. I just like it, and that's a little bit different that I have seen. And now hopefully we are back. Apologies of the connection problems. Apologies. I am working on it. I see it twice. So, where were we? We were about Väinämöinen, who is the emperor basically. And it is said in the tale about his birth that he was born at night, and come daylight he went to the smithy, the blacksmith, like smithy, which means the place where the blacksmith works, and forged himself a stallion made out of iron and a saddle made of horns. Then he mounted his steed, galloped to the sea. The horse hooves didn't get wet, for he was riding above the waters. Do you remember anyone else who was basically walking on water? I can't think of at least one guy. Väinämöinen was so ancient that he was almost as old as the world. The essential elements of the world already existed when he was born, but he had an active role in the creation of human culture. Väinämöinen had plenty of inner strength and an iron will, which aided him to succeed in almost anything he set his mind to. He traveled to Tuonela and raised Antero Vipunen, the ancient sage from the dead, and could, for example, also transform into a pike and a snake when crossing the river of Pohjola and escaping from Tuonela. Tuonela being the underworld, basically. Originally, Väinämöinen was a god of water, and the word Väinä means wide, calmly streaming river. Okay, I didn't know that, even though I didn't remember. In stories, he often traveled by boat. Let's see, there is Väinämöinen. He's like playing this kanteleffi, traditional Finnish instrument. So there we go. So let's continue. God of water. In stories, he often travels by boat. Kind of interesting stuff. That also could be some, like, who knows what it's referring to. And at least the boat in the background is not far from Viking boats, I guess. Aino, whom he wanted for his bride, became a maid of Vellamo after going down to the kingdom under the waves, from where the old sage later tried to fish her up again. Väinämöinen turned to the folk of the water for help concerning the felling of the great oak, and when the fire spark fell into Alue, the lake of fire. And when the final person lake of for the one for concerning the fireball fell into Alue, reached the lake of fire. A small black supernaturally strong man rises from the water, his behest to fell the oak, and he sings Joukahainen, his rival into a swamp. When the young man later retaliates, Väinämöinen is cast into the sea and left to be carried by the waves for a long time. When his time came, Väinämöinen set out to the sea and sailed into the maw of vortex, where the gateway to Manala was. Okay. By his nature, Väinämöinen is steady and strong-willed. He was adamant in his decisions, and his level-headedness and calmness made him an excellent leader. He also often advised Ilmarinen and Lemminkäinen. He strived to do his best when faced with challenges and took control of difficult situations with his wisdom and aid. Okay. Väinämöinen's enchanted skill with the kantele made the whole of creation, even the sun and the moon, to halt and listen to him play. So he was an artist as well. Yeah, kantele like is the traditional Finnish like an instrument. And funny enough, I would make something totally crazy here. I happen to actually cannot really play this for anything, but I will show you. This is a kantele. This is what this Väinämöinen guys. So that is the kantele thing, so you get an idea. It sounds kind of nice. There's what the guy is playing there. Well, looks like a, I don't know, maybe he was like an early metal dude from a metal band or something. Okay, but enough fun and games. We continue with this. But I just want to show it. That's kind of like a nice addition to all this. Even the sun and the moon made the sun and the moon to hard listen to him play, so that was probably pretty good. He was the keeper of traditions and poem singing, who always wanted to find the truth in all things and wouldn't accept something to be left half done. Despite being a mighty sage, he didn't boast with his skills, but used them only when needed. He also wasn't excessively proud, but he was able to admit defeat. Despite all this, he didn't have luck with women. Nani, voi. Young maids didn't care for the old grey beard, although their mothers would gladly take him as their son-in-law. Erika, hey, hi. All right. We finished this few sentences, and I finished that later, but we're gonna go for the Zener then now that you have arrived. Okay? Ready? Okay, here goes. Let's take one. So, one answer at a time. Everybody who's there can sing, and we go now. Go for it. So Erika, give me your answer. Use your extrasensory perception. Use your intuition. hopefully I'm still kind of putting this out. Okay, we can leave it for a sec there. Still, Erika, if you're there, give me your answer, por favor, like they say in Spain. And warm welcome to the channel. Okay, so then we wait a little while still, and we're gonna finish the Väinämöinen card that was in the deck. If we don't wanna get an answer yet, so here we have it still. Okay, I've been doing the sending as good as I can. It's a two-way street, of course, with this. So I think we lost Erika somewhere. So let's finish the card from the stuff, and Erika still will have a few moments to answer. So conclusion of the Väinämöinen was, this card corresponds to the Emperor of Classical Tarot deck. You have strength and wisdom that help you overcome any obstacle. The card refers to highly perceptive and functional judgment and to the good qualities of a leader. True leadership doesn't come from domination, but from supporting others and utilizing strengths. Utilizing strengths. Authority and the control of situation is always followed by great responsibility. Aim to act wisely, with consideration and by trusting in your life experience. Remain calm and find out everything about the things affecting your situation. Make independent decisions and don't submit to the whims of others. Well, there's something to think about, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I guess we at this point have lost Erika, but feel free to put another ready there. I will try to pay close attention to the chat for everyone, of course. Apologies if it takes a while. I also have new software which is new for me, but there, enough excuses. So Erika, let me know if you are there, then put ready again. So that would have been a circle. Okay, so I think at this point, let's see, some kind of, like, not a general reading, I don't know how to put it on words, but this is a reading that if you feel that it hits and basically connects with you, then it is for you. So what is to be expected in the near future? So if you have some kind of thoughts about that, what to be expected in the near future, we're gonna take past, present, and then the near future there. So we have the High Priestess in the past. So I think there has been some sort of like intuitive search of knowledge, something which is not quite what you find in like a normal library books or something else. It's more like a, well, this is the High Priestess, is the number 2, and she's there. I always like to I love to say that the moon is at her feet, and it is true. You have the 2 columns there, which talks about balance. I think this was related to the Jewish tradition. Basically, she guards the sacred knowledge. It's about the intuition. So there has been like a search, like a spirit. I would say that in recent past there has been a spiritual search, and I don't think it has stopped already still. But that has been like a pretty serious one. It has not been something to take lightly. So let's see, at the moment, then we have the justice. So now it's like, basically, since that has come, like you have felt like the limitations are in your head, and like that, I don't know if you felt like there is easy to move forward and you want to find like more meaning, and ended up there. When this is like you come from the high priestess, and basically there has been in this it could mean like that, like I was putting the earlier reading, that is about what the mother nature doesn't like sort out. Then comes the human justice, and justice what is a fair. So I don't know if you want to make a fair judgment about so far what you have done here, but it has, this is always something that is like there has been a reaction and an action, and then it creates a reaction, so you end up with the justice in that sense. So it's about balance as well. So there has been the search for a kind of like wisdom, could be like in some kind of spiritual teaching, for example, meditations, intuition, anyway, something which is not so mundane. And what's coming next, I think it's gonna be like a bit of a struggle, because I think this is not so much let's put it this way, this is not so much like using your intellect, it's like intuition and like kind of feeling the things, and maybe you can go into kind of murk waters even in here. And now then you have emerged from that, it's 2 and it's 11, so it's like a jump forward in that sense. There has been elements already that you feel like you have now, like maybe it's actually like this, that you have been making the spiritual search, and this kind of journey has started, is pretty serious, and at the moment you have this feeling that you have the things covered, you feel kind of balanced, you are connecting even to the earth you have here, if you have ever heard of earthing, so you feel maybe like connection even to the sort of like the planet, you feel grounded, you feel like in balance. So I'm sure something good has happened, but okay, so basically what I well, apologies again, I'm having some technical glitches, which I don't know if it's the program and the connection or what, but anyway. Yes. Yeah, so sorry, I'm a little bit out of my skull now because I had to poke the connection stuff. It's kind of hugs up with the concentration a little bit, like if you had the concentration without the effort running. Okay, so yeah, sorry. Where were we? We were having this. So what's gonna be happening next is like I was considering that it has been like a spiritual journey, and now you feel kind of balanced about it. You feel like you have had the elements, and but then we come to the 8 of Swords. So your mind is building a trap for you. So I think what happens is like you feel that you got somewhere, and now comes sort of like the intellect that starts to kind of, well, putting a trap for you. And also I think comes to stuff that you have to deal with your intellect, and you have to deal the part of it that you might not be really happy to deal with. So somehow it's gonna be sort of like the dark side of your mind would be think that your shadow side of your mind, something that you don't like, wouldn't be so happy. Wouldn't be so happy to deal with. So like, yeah, and that would be kind of like makes sense. You start the spiritual journey, then you will feel like you read something, and then comes the part when you start thinking like, did you actually understand anything, or maybe you are, there comes to like, it's kind of like the doubt on my view in this case. So that would be stuff. I have to say that something similar has happened to myself at times in certain things. Maybe there is, I don't know, some interest for a video in there. So please let me know if you are there. Check the description of the video, and there's instructions on the screen. Type ready when you are ready, you know what's going on. Okay, so I think now, welcome. So let yourself known to be known, stand up and to be counted, which is said in more than one thing, I guess. Yes. So, and yeah, by the way, I want to say I'm on TikTok. You can check me from there also. Follow me. That will help, of course. And also, so far, thank you for everyone who have subscribed to my channel, put likes and comments, and I really appreciate you spending time here with me. You have a lot of options, and I take it as a sign, as a good sign if people decide to spend the time here. It's like time is all we have, and you can then make the conclusions from that. Also, so basically that's the thing. So let's see what was the next thing that's gonna be done. So there was a spiritual journey kind of thing. So if you're on that one, that last reading was anyone who feels like they are in a such position in the end, and that let's see what's gonna be the what is coming next to me in love. That would be something that well, you get that a lot, right? Everybody, love is everything, no? Everybody wants to know about love, one more the other. Enough shuffling. Can we ask? No, that's not the right vibe for this. Then another one, and actually the card was also for the session was the Eight of Cups, which cups are the feelings and love in this indeed. And for love, it would be like more like a Romeo and Juliet kind of love thing, like what the poets write about. So that would be the stuff. So what would be coming next? What is coming next to in love for me, for you? Let's see. Okay. This is the past, this is the present, and this is the future. So this is basically what is coming next in love. So, there's the death in the past. So there has been a huge major crossing change. I don't know. I think somebody has stepped on you and your heart. There has been a big transformation in the past. And, well, I think this death gives kind of a lot. So there has been an end, a beginning, and transformation. I don't know, I get even an impression that somebody, well, death, I don't, most of the time I don't expect to see that that death is the actual death, but now I get this impression somehow that seems, I don't know, it's what it is. I think that maybe even the one, somebody's loved one has died. I could see that would be the, actually even like, so that has happened. At least there has been a big transformation, and well, that would explain also that you feel that you've been literally stepped on by the horse of death, and that's death and the transformation that comes, and what it does is, yeah, it's what it is. You cannot really turn back time. Then, at the moment, there is like a healing, I think, going on, and trying to put sort of like there is putting the waters from another vessel to another, and basically, yeah, you come from the death, and now I think there's like certain stability has been still reached at the moment. So maybe there has been like if for the transformation slash death and loss of a loved one, even literally, I think it has led to this, that it's, well, you have the angel and the angel wings, so it's like, I think there's like acceptance and healing is going on at the moment, and trying to like make sense about the feelings and what is involved in this kind of thing. Have to say that I have not, thankfully, lost a loved one in this way, but I have lost loved ones to this. Basically, yeah, I think healing is still ongoing, is there, and it brings about also some sort of blessings with it, and like this. And what is coming next in love? Well, then is the devil, so it's 13, 14, 15, what can I say? So now for some reason I think with the whole healing and like the balancing and stuff, now I don't know if this person in a sense wants to feel alive, or what is the stuff. So basically basically I think it could be that this will lead that the next thing that is coming in love would be more like towards the pleasures of flesh. And also one has to keep in mind that after all this situation, and hello there, hey. Lokiro Blue, apologetic, ready. Okay. Cosmic Miss, hi there. Check this description and you'll be ready. So yeah, this love reading was that it leads towards to be careful that you won't be like putting yourself like in a chains and be too dependent. I think it's gonna lead also that one wants to feel alive. But now we're gonna go for the Zeners since you are here. I am from Finland. Okay, apologetic is ready. Locker Blue is ready. So here we are starting to go with this. Okay, so prepare yourselves. And Cosmic Miss, please check the description and please participate with us. Okay. Here comes one answer per person and answer now. About to reveal. Are you ready? Okay, we have everybody answered. So there is apologetic with the square. Sorry, I'm having a little bit issues with my software here. So let's see. Okay, so Cosmic Miss says waves, Locker Blue says star, apologetic says square, and the right answer is the star. So fun enough, you three there, and basically Locker Blue first, if I may say guess, that's maybe not the right word, but hey, good work. So Locker Blue, you may ask the question and then we are gonna answer it, and then we're gonna make another card and everybody can participate. There's no limitations. We're gonna do this as long as I kinda can. Okay? Sorry. Yeah, sorry about the small glitches here. Like I said, new software. Well, it's not no excuse, but still some things happen that is a little bit difficult. No, okay. Now, what are the thoughts and feelings of my uncle who I am not contact with? I currently have him blocked and it's been a month since we spoke. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Let's see what we get from here. We twist this around and then we go. So, what are the thoughts and feelings of my uncle? So, Locker Blue, this one is for you. That rhymes. Okay. Can we ask? Yes. So basically, here we go. This is you. This is your uncle. this is what's between you, and here is his thoughts. And you said that you're not in contact and you have blocked him, and it's been months since we asked. Somehow I think, yeah, you kinda, I guess, because you are asking, you are kinda, I don't know, maybe you have, you're like running in a little bit. You have put yourself, like I said earlier in some readings, with the Eight of Swords, with the air card. I think you might feel anxious that you want, like you asking here, you want to know, and maybe there is something that is like occurring. He's the Ten of Swords, so he has reached like some kind of final destination with things at the moment. He has ended some cycle, and it has not been pretty. So I think, let's see what is between here. Okay, I think this person feels that you have been like not nice towards them, as you can imagine there, and he's basically, everything is a sword here. Okay. Okay. Apologies again about the connection. I don't know what's wrong with it. It should be fine, it should be functioning, but then it's not. I don't know if it's something to do with the software that I'm using, which is a new one. But yeah, okay. That was for Locker Blue. Like, I guess we got to the point that you are feeling trapped, you don't feel nice, you are like kind of struggling with yourself and what has happened. I think like you have had a fight, and this is I think it's not kind of over even sort of yet, maybe it's even ongoing. I think that could be that, like I said, words have been exchanged that have not been really pretty. And well, the question was like, how is your uncle feeling towards you? I think at the moment he doesn't really want to have anything to do with you either. I think it's like he feels that this is your fault. I think he is blaming you in that sense, and I think that's pretty much the stuff what is there. Yeah, sorry about the video. Did you get anything? Are you still there, guys? Really, my most deep apologies. There is something wrong with my connection for some reason. It seems to act out every once in a while. So did you get anything of the reading, Lokiro? So give me some life signs there, if you are still there. Now the video should work, if you have your ear still on the channel. Yeah, the problem is in my end, so sorry about that. Yeah, welcome back. So basically, did you get what? Not sure anymore either myself that what came out and what not, but basically let me know if you have some idea what you got from the reading so far. So if nothing else, then I try to repeat and we can get some kind of clarity on the situation, like it says in the description and in the headline of the whole session, which is session 19, by the way. Let's see if I can see. Now it seems to be the chat. Okay. Still there. So yeah, let me know what you got and I will try to repeat best I can. Obviously the cards are there still, but yeah, if I have your ear, as you can see, a lot of swords. So like kind of like trouble is on its way. Of course, one thing in a sense with the swords is like this is kind of fast moving situation, so maybe there is a like possibility of confusion also. So yeah, after we have answered this Lokidos question, when we finally get all the data out in the digital ether, then we're gonna do more cards, and everybody's welcome to join. And hopefully the connection, I don't know, it should be good. It's like not that cheap, and it has a lot of megabytes and everything. So I'm really surprised, and I'm in a bit of a sort of like a central location even, so there should be no. And the connections in my country, in Finland, should be also in general, the coverage should be really good in that sense. So there is that. But otherwise can consider the intuition, and while we check through this one and that. So that's the start. And yeah, again, thank you for everyone who has been spending their time here with me. It's nice to share part of our path together, and this is exactly what I'm looking for, to build some kind of and a nice community of people who are searching for clarity, answers, and all that. And we'll have to stay also that, of course, this is okay. All right, all right. Okay, okay. So look it up. Then there. Let me tell me then where did you when it left out. So I will try to repeat, or I will try to explain more. There. I also had actually some sort of problem with the chat. Okay, now sorry. Yeah, I still have. Sorry, Locker. I have to check the chat from a different place because it doesn't seem to work with the program now. He's blaming me for something I didn't even do. Yeah, well, this is the stuff. Is like I said, that this person thinks that you are the instigator, that you have been mean to him, and that he's in this and you are this. So basically, he feels like he's been like, how could you do this to me? And this is kind of funny. And I think that he feels that he doesn't want to have anything to do with you at the moment. So this is not this is not really pretty. But this person, how is the stuff is like, and like I said, that you are going through here with the Eight of Swords, that you are struggling. I don't know, did you already feel like maybe I did something, or did I really do something, that you got some kind of doubt? But anyway, you are struggling with yourself and your thoughts, and it might be something recurring also. So yeah, at the moment his feelings is like, basically it's all your fault. This is, I think, what he thinks. And like I said, that he is funny, that it's like this is like this kind of thing, that you have 8, 9, 10, and then you have the page, which could be like somebody consider 11 or whatever, or like this. So it's like the whole thing is like a circle. That was you, this is him, this is what he thinks, and this is what is between. And I think, of course, one could see, also always think that how you have presented something, or maybe there is a possibility of, I don't know, maybe there is not really a possibility of misunderstanding with all these swords. You know what I mean? There is, maybe things have been even too blatantly clear. Maybe you have spoke your mind, like, and that's it, and he couldn't handle it in that sense. Let's see there. So yeah, nevertheless, the answer is that he wants to be left alone. He feels that he doesn't want to have anything to do with you. I think, like I said, he's blaming you. I think he's blaming you for everything. And usually that's kind of like a position is like, well, it takes two to tango or something. I don't know who says many things, and then one thing is who is to blame for what. Hi Saul Sandoval. Check the description of the video, and when you're ready to participate, just put in the word ready in the chat. I'm doing Zener cards. Please check the description, and then you see how this works. Pre-readings with a twist. I'm using Zener cards. So and welcome Saul Sandoval. Warm welcome here. Thank you for subscribing and all that. So Lokiro Blue. Do you have do you want to have some advice still from this for your question? Okay, so advice for Lokiro Blue. Let's see what we get here. So basically, let's see. We're gonna put advice in the middle of all the damn swords. We have another sword. So the advice is the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Well, that could be, and then, well, what I see, the advice is like prepare yourself, because this is a knight, and this is basically him coming at you. So I think he has something that if he felt that you have hurt him, what he clearly does feel, and he feels bad, I think he's coming, and I don't think he's gonna, like, that the gloves are off. I think he's gonna be like, not nice, and he's not gonna care who's gonna get hurt in the middle. This is a horse of death, so that this is like kind of making some change in this whole situation. I'm not sure if it's a misunderstanding. I would say that maybe it has been, well, it could be that maybe you used the language a bit strong or in some manner that would have been nicer, but he's gonna, now the advice is to prepare yourself that he's gonna come at you. Well, not like with a knife or sword, but like it's the mind and the intellect and all that. So that, like I said in the beginning, I didn't see that this is quite over, even though he feels beaten, but he's gonna gather his stuff, and I think he's coming at you. And maybe this is the stuff that actually, now that you say that you miss him, it's like, of course, you can have family, mothers and fathers who are not being proper, or they have acted bad or not being nice and done horrible things, and still you can miss them. So maybe this is something that you are struggling with actually then, like it was said. Yeah, well, fair enough. If this is how you see it, but I think he is still, like you are here, and I think he is still feeling that you are the one to blame. You hurt him. He feels, I would be sure that he feels enough hurt that he wants to get a revenge. He wants to battle more. So like I said in the beginning, this is not over, so the advice is prepare yourself that he is coming at you live, in that sense that he's coming towards you with the well, that could mean that if you do, then this is what you get. Of course, there is, I guess, another ways to be in contact, that if to block him, I guess, in some of the social mediums. So basically, maybe he been, I don't know. I think if you do, this is what you get. So, how do you feel about it? Do you want to? Because the thing is, like, okay, if you have feelings that you miss him, I don't think this is what is coming from his side in the end, right? So the advice is, anyway, prepare yourself. there is gonna come from his side something that is not gonna be really pleasant. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, again, this indicates the struggle. Like you said, you miss him. You think if you should block him. What? Well, if you unblock, prepare yourself again. This is what you're gonna expect. I will show you even closer the card in the end. Okay. Let's see. I've been thinking about unblocking him around my birthday a couple of months, but again I don't know since he he's, since the energy may or may not change. Well, this is all, like I said, the swords in a suit is something that is swift. You know, it's like somebody wields a sword and hits a sword. Basically, it's like it's fast. So could be that it's some kind of fast outburst, but he's riding. He's coming at you, and he has, like you can see, has the horse like kind of similar to the death. This is like a riding the horse of death, like change. So, but no, I don't think that sounds like it's in a nice way. So I think at the moment this is more of the same. So for me, what I get from this is like, if you're not ready for this, don't unblock him. I will take one more card just to see if I get any additional info for this. Well, it's the Queen of Swords. So I think when he comes at this, you're gonna be at this. So I think at the moment, if you unblock him, it's just gonna be more of the same. It's gonna be even. Now it's gonna be like the knight after and the queen, sort of like fighting. And I think this means actually on your, I see that this is you, and I think this would mean that you have the hand there, you have the sword, like the justice. So I would say, like, at least now I would not. But as in always in this is like basically now you have been warned. So basically you probably would be the queen when if you do. But I would say, like, at the moment I would not. At the moment I would not. I'd block him. When would be good time doing it? Well, this, like I said, the swords is that this is whole. I don't know if this whole thing has somehow escalated super fast. Like maybe this, I don't know, was this online even the whole thing that happened? And because I, at least from my own experiences, like things escalate in some Facebook thing or whatever, it's like ridiculous how it goes. And then of course there is room for people tend to be able to say things a little bit different than face to face. But anyway, what would be the time, if at all? One more card on his side. Well, let's do it. Now it's probably the King of Swords, huh? No. 9 of Wands. So basically that's fire. And again, there is the 9 of Swords. It's another 9. Wands also are kind of, I think that was like, as a basically, if you would consider it also for timing, that would be kind of fast, and they burn fast. But on his part, I think again this would, I would say, like, he is being this, and then like that he wouldn't want, but then he's plotting at least on some sort of revenge on my view. And his side, 9 of Wands. I would think that this would mean that I don't know when you should do it again, but I wouldn't do it now. This would give me more more welcome back to you. Sorry about the inconveniences, and the connection issues is on my side, so apologies for that. But we finally get this thing rolling, and we get this for Lokiro. Now we should be back. So yeah, like as I was saying to Okilo, that for me this gives basically the same kind of thing, that I would leave this person now, no. And I think if you do, that's gonna be the conclusion. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's skipping. Yeah, it's really sad. What can I say? So, but you do what you feel that you have to do. But basically, I think with all this business is that you had this 8, which is your situation. So you need to go and think, and maybe you need to go to some areas in your mind so that you don't maybe want to go. So maybe you have to go deeper to think about the matter. What was wrong? I'm really sorry to hear this kind of stuff. It's never nice. One tends to have problems with the family, really. Then we have Cosmic Miss. Oh Malcolm, please, I'm going to exact same thing, like exact same. I feel you, and it's depressing as hell when someone whose presence you appreciate refuses to take accountability. One more question for possible time frame, if not now. Okay, the time frame. Well, basically, I would say like in this, I would just say not now. For me, it's difficult sort of to see what that would be. This is all like fast-paced, fast energy stuff. So let's see if we can go from there. Well, we have time frame for Lokiro Blue still is the Wheel of Fortune. So I would say like you decide yourself in this. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So basically, of course, end of a cycle, but I'm sorry, I have to say that for me it's like, I'm just saying not now. So this is what you can decide for the time frame. I'm afraid you have to decide that for yourself, but the advice for the time frame is here. So what do you get from the Wheel of Fortune is the stuff. Let's see if I can see it through here. Tax Kanuha. Hey, can I ask, by the way, Lokiro Blue, where are you from? Are you from the Nordics? Or Iceland, maybe? Or something? Of course, it's in the end none of my business, but I am from Helsinki, Finland. The Jew of the, I don't know, Eastern Sea, which I don't really maybe agree with exactly, but it's a nice small town, what can I say? So, okay. It's so exhausting, please know you're not alone. I'm literally dealing with the same thing right now, says Cosmic Miss. You're from Canada. Learn a bit of Icelandic. Well, funny, but I knew I have had like acquaintance or friend from Iceland at some point. Never been there, but maybe that was kind of like what was there. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune thing is kind of like, and for me it was already like, I just get this, that it's not, the moment is not now. I just get all the time that this person, like, I don't know, even though that this is coming, this was the advice that prepare yourself, but I get this impression that it's not now. So then it's good to decide and stuff. Yeah, and I guess, yeah. And I think also in this is like with this eight of swords, which is still your position, which would, like I was saying, for me it was a little bit something like this, that if you unblock this person, it's gonna get even uglier at the moment. So this is, if you don't want that, and if you miss him and all that, I would, like I said, not now. So, but you have to, yeah. I wouldn't I don't compromise yourself in that sense. Like you go, don't try to not to feel pressure. Like there is also Cosmic Me saying smart things, and it's really nice to see that you are there. I'm in debate over everything, but I'm mainly just missing. Yeah. Well, what can I say? These things are not easy. Quite. But yeah, that was the advice. Prepare yourself if you will unblock, basically, and that this is what is coming. Okay, are we cool? I will send you a heart. So, yeah. Yeah, these are not nice things. Well, I guess in a sense, I don't know if it's proper to say that. Well, you would turn out to be the queen. It was the queen. Of course, this is, can be, doesn't necessarily mean that some any kind of like a gender thing or anything. But anyway, you would if you would unblock, you would become the queen. So what can I say? It seems that I have to switch back and forth with the chat thing because my software thing doesn't really let me have it. Well, I think, like, well, for me, what I got from this, of course, it can mean many things, and it could mean like sort of like in at some reading, I got this impression about kind of mental things, mental issues even. But I think this, for me, what I got from this situation, what I was read was this was him, that he would be coming, and I said when he's coming, we took you the start that I would say that you would be transformed, the Queen of Swords, and you look at the Queen of Swords. What do you get from that? But I think it's like, if you heed my advice, basically, it's a little bit like the Justice. So I don't want to use really rude words, but basically. Basically, well, this is still above this. The knight is below the queen. So basically that would mean like he comes as a knight with his shining, not so much armor, but partly with the horse of death, and you are in your throne. You are not even facing him. So I think you would kind of face palm that you can handle yourself, I think, in that sense. So in this context, I would say that would be more or less that you have what it takes. You have what it takes. Basically, to like, it's like you wanna fight, bring it on. Even if you miss him or that, maybe that gives you the idea that you are like with this whole situation that you are the bigger person in that sense, or like, yeah, I don't think you would have to sort of worry, but I was just thinking that depends, that it seems to get in a way more ugly. So I think you are anyway would be, even if you unblock him, whatever is, if it's gonna be the new fight, the queen would mean that you are in a pretty good position anyway. I don't think you're gonna be like, I don't think you're gonna let him intimidate you. You are you're on your throne, and you're the queen of swords, queen of air. Let's see if I can see the other chat. Okay, that chat doesn't really start working. Yeah, so, but still, wait a bit. Yeah, well, if you're referring to this, like I said, but I still wouldn't do this. But I guess one of my ideas is like, for me, still, I don't. It's like it kind of would take this for me in like in the next level of fighting over, or kind of like having a battle. So that depends if this is what you want. I don't think you're gonna lose, like, but I don't know if it's really nice. So if that's what you're referring to. And based on what you said, that you miss him and all that kind of stuff, so this would bring some kind of change about also. So maybe in that sense also, that could be the situation in that sense. Yeah, and by the way, the Icelandic, which is like for all this not so nice situations, like some small, I think the Icelandic say like yau yau, which means like well, that they just sit somewhere, and when they don't talk to each other, like many times the Finns don't do in a bar or whatever, then they say yau yau, like well. So that is something to try to lighten the situation. But yeah, this is terrible to hear, and it's not nice. And this is why I'm saying that if this is how you feel, I don't know if you want to take to the next level. By all means, if you feel like it, do it. And remember that the cards are only trying to get you clarity on the situation. And this is not carved in stone. This depends on your actions, obviously. Like, but this is what I see. What I can tell you. So hopefully I didn't get too, because sometimes I get carried away and start to go to many directions, or I don't know which direction I go, but hopefully it's the right one. And also, well, still with the source, the situation is not. Referring to the Queen of Swords. Sä est otas taudan kan ek njota livsins. Okay. Hi. Alright. Cool. Icelandic. Let's see if I can adjust this just a tiny bit or something. No, I cannot at the moment, I guess. So. He who fears death cannot enjoy life. Yeah, I'm sure that is true. And also, there is one thing that it was like, was it Epicurus or something? Was it Epicurus who said like, why should I fear death when I am, death is not. When death is, I am not. So that is my comeback to this situation, or to say that. Something like that, I think it was. Let's see if this is just maybe close. I think it's a little bit better. Yeah, so it's nice to see that there is nice thoughts being shared with each other here. This is exactly what I'm looking for also. So Cosmic Miss, I have to say thank you for your kind words to your fellow human being. I learned the sentence from a song from Icelandic band, which is what I got me into wanting to learn the language. Okay, moment. Was it Solstafir? I'm not sure actually if you write it that way, I forgot. If that's one, I have seen them live like twice, I think. They were in Finland. Yeah, this has. I think there was even some people even learning Finnish and Norwegian to understand the lyrics and stuff. That's pretty cool in that sense. I think it was like towards like the metal side of music. Let's see if that is. It shows pretty okay on mine, so I don't know what's wrong with that. What? Hey. It's like. It's like that. Let's see. I will actually now. I have to Google this. Sorry. Moment. I want to copy paste this. I need to. Just a moment. Okay. Oh, so that's what it is. Yeah. Well, I am. What can I say? But I saw them. I saw the Sostafi in here in a club kind of concert venue called Nosturi that's been already gone for a long time. So, but anyway, it's really cool to see people interested of the north. It's nice, I think. So that was the band Dead Skeletons. Fair enough. No, I don't know. But now we're getting confused here. I guess I have no idea. But anyway, Solstafir is a band. Dead Skeletons. I don't know what that means. Now I got I got confused already. I'm not sure what we are talking about. I learned the sentence from a song from Icelandic band, which is what got me into wanting to learn their language. Yeah. So I was just guessing that it's Solstafir would be the band. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. So yeah, what kind of stuff is Dead Skeletons? Well, you can Google that, but would be more funny to hear it from here. Okay. Psychedelic rock from Reykjavik. From 2008. Okay. I had to check. What can I say? Yeah, Google this stuff also. Yeah. By the way, if you have, well now this is gonna exchange the time, but if you have not heard, I would check this out. At least with the original singer was fantastic. I saw them in the same venue. It was super energetic stuff and all that. But hey guys, I'm really happy to see that things are picking up and people are talking to each other and there's good vibes seem to be going on, even if the matters are not so nice what has to be dealt with. But hopefully the cars and we can help with this stuff. So basically, who's there? Who is ready? If we feel that Lokiro Blue is now kinda moment. Okay, fair enough. Hello apologetic. So if thanks for the recommendations. I haven't been listening. Like I think has been like this Quellerton band was one of the biggest deal for me in last. I was checking at some point. Yeah, that was pretty new. It was the album first. What was it? The first or second album? It's like yeah, that was pretty cool. And that's from year 2012. So I haven't been exactly really up to date at times. So that's the stuff. Hey, hello, and yeah, again, hello, apologetic. Nice to have you back. So now this has gone to from music and from problems of relations and sad situations to music, which is kind of nice. Music is always nice, I think, and all that. So basically. But would we be ready now to go back for the Zener business and do another? Really, sorry, I have to go a little bit back and forth here and deal with this deal with this software business and the connection and everything. So if I see a little bit like confused, it's because I am a little bit confused in that sense. There's two things that one has to be trying to manage. Oh dear. Fair enough. Alrighty then. Okay. I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. I need some. Now I need some agua myself. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that chat doesn't still work. Let's see this one. It doesn't still also work kinda okay. Well, something works. I can. Okay. Yeah, and well, I have to say that I have met some artists, even personally, and have to say that most of them have been relatively pleasant, and I have some of that running on my family, so I think that comes with well. And now we're back again, hopefully. Alrighty then. So stuffy. So hey guys, lock it up. Be cool. You got info. You got. Are you happy with the answers that you got? Hopefully, gave you some clarity. So basically, what I would think is that then, if you're okay with this, then we will go back to the centers and we give opportunities for everyone to ask questions. And then let's see what is the stuff here. Well, what can I say? It's only 2:30 in the morning here. Hey, what's the time, by the way, in your places where you are residing at the moment? Let's see. see what it shows here. Oh dear God, let's see. Any better? It's kind of, well, there we have it. All right. Fair enough. Oh dear. Well, it's another continent. Oh, I have been to Canada once, briefly, like for a visit. It was some near Detroit. I don't remember what was the city, but for a while. It smelled like weed everywhere. That seemed to be the case. All right. Now I'm bringing out the Zeners. The Zeners are here. And again, thanks for everyone so far who has been here. Cosmic Mist, Lock It Up Blue. We have had here also Apologetic was here. And then we had at some point Erika. And others have been also here, but not sure where they go. Okay. Yeah. Well, also in many locations here is like, well, it's what it is. Okay, now everyone who is ready, you put ready and we're gonna go for the Zeners, okay? Are you ready for the Zeners? Are you ready for more action? Are you ready for more clarification? No, clarity and guidance. Ah. Some hearts more. I'm really not very well versed with these chat things and all. And Caradas. Oh, I mean Zener cards, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess that is like, I should get new glasses. Really. Sorry about the typo. Okay. So basically, are you ready? Who is ready? Who's ready? Let's move forward. Let's go on. I'm sure Lokiro is, well, I expect, I'm sure you are okay with this, with your answers, and happy to see action here and nice vibes. So Apologetic, are you still there? Was it, are you still there with us? Cosmic Miss, are you still there? Mm-hmm. Maybe not too much cartridge with this. Yeah, okay. Okay, Apologetic is ready. Anyone else ready to use their intuition and get clarity, answers, and all that? So, uh, like I said, session 19 is the sun. And it seems like, actually, funny enough, this is kind of, I feel kind of sunny, and it seems like even with, like I said, with the stuff that has been handled here, it's been nice chatting about everything, from music to whatever. This is what it's supposed to be. I like this, more of this. Okay, anyone else? We are gonna go then for the Zener cards. Zener cards. Well, you're repeating it, but it depends how you know. Say it, write it. Okay. I guess I've been having the King of Swords in many readings, in many things, and maybe that is exactly something I need to pay attention more, to focus better, as always possible. Okay, if there is nobody else ready, Apologetic is ready. So basically, we're gonna take a card, and that's gonna come now. So, first one who puts the answer gets the question answered. So, go for it, now. Apologetic says square. Square, square, square. That was somehow felt so convincing, I don't know. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Going in 1, 2. A little while longer, and then we have to reveal and see what happens. And the final moments. And now to reveal, it is the waves. So not this time, not this time. So no right answers yet. So we're gonna take another one. Without further ado, next card, one answer at a time. Everyone ready can participate, and here comes the card. Go for it. We have a star. So here we're gonna go again. Again, anyone else who is there, you can participate. There's no limit to this. You can answer as many times as you want but once per card, as it said. Okay, go for it. And we have here a circle. So I try more. I try harder on the next stuff. Oh, actually, maybe the trying is the wrong word for this. We go for the next one. Here comes. Answer now. We have a square. It seems like apologetic is going fast, but maybe a bit too fast. So you're like kind of one ahead or something. So I will take a couple of breaths myself, and try to. Okay. Now we're gonna go for the next one. And everyone else, whoever is there, is free to participate if you know how this goes. Okay, here we go. Right answer now. Hello Lokiro, welcome back. What we have here is a square. Now it's getting closer. Okay, so we go for the next one. Sometimes it takes many cards, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it takes just one. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Damn. Okay, sorry, I will take again. I need to make a better concentration. Here we go again. So this is the next one. Go when ready. Don't think too much. Let it just kind of like, let it just go and come there. Okay, so apologetic says circle. Yeah, like a star. And this one is a square. It's like kind of almost. It's like a circle, but it's not quite. It's like, I don't know what I'm saying, but okay. We're gonna do a next one. And in the end, the idea is to create the synchronicity, and when we get it, then, well, I feel that it helps to make the reading. It's really like it's an exchange of energy. So basically, it gives some extra nudge or bit of a kick to it. So, but without further ado, next card. Here we go. I'm gonna now try to put my best non-effort. So like effort. I don't know how to put it. I will silence myself now and just try to give the. I haven't tried to send this to you guys. So answers, please. So, and now, for the center, we have a square. I just unblocked my uncle, not expecting anything to come from it, but taking your advice to prepare. Well, let's see what happens, and well, I would be very happy to that you would come and tell me here. Or if something happens, if you don't mind, it's always interesting. So, that's the stuff. So, we go. And again, anyone out there can participate who knows what we are doing. And here comes the next. Write your answers now. And we have waves this time. Now, I don't know, maybe it's my concentration without effort which is not giving the results that should be. Two-way street this is, like Yoda would say or something. So, let's try again. Now, again. Here comes the next one. Now we have a square. Apologetic. And now, sorry, I didn't wait too much, but I'm happy we got it. I don't know how long the stream might go, but I turned the notification on in case. Fair enough. Muy bien. Good. And yeah, everyone feel free to subscribe, like, share, bring your friends here. And also with the subscribing, that has nothing to do with anything. I'm very happy who subscribes, but that's not any kind of like that you need to subscribe and unsubscribe and they get a reading. It's the free readings with the Zener card. If you want, you can contact me also to Gmail is like ragnarskeitarot@gmail.com, and I will do like I can do a personal reading, like private reading, also as well. So that's the stuff. So you can catch me through there as well. So now, apologetic. It is time for your question and your answer, or my answer and your question. Well, anyway, you know the drill. And apologetic, you've been here kind of a few times. I really appreciate it. Thanks for keep returning. It means a lot. How is my iMac G5? Is it safe or cursed? I would like to know energetically. How is my iMac G5? Is it safe or cursed? Okay. Oh dear. Well, I have to say that it's not quite a question that I have ever had before. So that's pretty original in that sense. So, is your iMac G5 safe or cursed? Hopefully, I really hope that it would be safe. Well, let's see what the cards suggest. So we're gonna take, actually this is pretty clear on my view. We're gonna take one for this. Can we ask? And we can. The answer is here. Let's see if we need further information. I would say that it's safe with this. Here it's the Queen of Swords, and then we would have here all the swords. Funny enough that these are basically after shuffling is the cards from this. Nevertheless, I would say like I still feel that it is safe. I don't know if there could be some other issues with it because there's like all the swords come up here. So I would say at least it's not cursed. I would say pretty much like this. I think it's more like a matter that is to be dealt with, well, depending how you see if something is cursed, how to what area of things it kind of would go. But I think it's more like a, well, I have to say that maybe there is some issues, but it's not cursed. This is what I have to say, even with this all what is going on here. Now is the 8 of in here, so I think it's safe in that it's not cursed, but there could be some problems there, which I have to say that like I said, I struggle with my software, with the laptop and the whole thing, so I have gotten bad luck when I've been doing stuff in that system in the past. Okay. Well, this is the funny thing, because like I said, it's funny that you say that, because I said like, okay, is it cursed? And I said I don't think it's cursed. So basically it's more like that there could be something wrong with it, but it's not cursed. So I'm not sure if it's just like more like let's take one more, see what we get from here. Well, we have the 10 of Swords, so now we have basically everything that we had on the earlier reading for Lokiro Blue, which is kind of interesting. I think this is more something to do with like reason. Maybe there is like some malware or there is some kind of other issue, but I don't see it with the source. It's definitely, I don't think it's like kind of goes to the realm of supernatural or anything like this. I think it's more like matter of logic and reason. And well, for me, I can read what the cards would suggest or something for an IT problem in that sense. So I don't know, with this kind of cards it could be like maybe somebody has done in purpose something in that. That could be the thing, that it somehow somebody would have made something to kind of hurt you through that, or like to, I don't know, put a virus. I'm really bad with the computer stuff, so maybe this is like, it seems like it's bad luck, but it's, I would say that there's nothing but swords here, so that doesn't, another cards would somehow still, for me, if to talk about these kind of things, I don't know, of course it's like card of the mind and logic and reason, and this is why I think like then the bad luck, or in a way it's not sort of at all the cursed. So I think it's not cursed. There is some issues. It seems to be like in that sense safe, that it's not cursed, but then there's some problems, and then that can, of course, you can have problems with your like data, or like information security or something like this. It was originally bought from eBay. Okay. Well, what would you want to have some kind of? Let's try. Do you want me to try to clarify something with that, or apologetic? I got a bad luck when doing stuff. It was bought from eBay, so it was like it was used. Okay. Well, let's take one. Oh, was the original owner okay? Okay, I was about to say something. Take something like here would be the original owner. Well, we have a tower, so I would say like to say that was it okay? No, I don't think the original owner, it was okay. You have the tower, so basically what has been built in a bad foundation, or it has not been built in a good foundation, has been, well, I don't know why I get the impression that the person would have been in some sort of like a, well, let's say the tower could represent something that everything seems to be going just fine, and then comes something that makes it crumble. So I don't know if this person has been through like a really bad time and had to sell it because they had to, you know, like there was no option. And I guess these kind of devices are not really cheap. To say that was the original owner okay, I would have to say that for some, with this card, which is the tower where the two people are falling there and the lightning strikes and it's like erupting volcano, so no, I don't think the original owner was okay. I would have to say that. Let's say that I might sound sometimes hesitant with something, so then comes a moment like, for example, with that question, this is the answer, it's definitely, I think that's the case. There is no second guessing. Okay, apologetic. So should I install Debian Mac OS X, Open BSD or Gen 2? Well, I would say at this point also, like, I can check what the cards say, but of course they are not a substitute for like an IT engineer or somebody, help desk in that sense, but we can see. Well, I don't shy away from anything, and the point is like I don't really know anything about the computer, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna take the cards, and I will try to answer anything. Of course, I have some limitations that I will not like. If somebody's wanting to do something not nice or something bad, I am not gonna participate in that kind of things. It's all about good vibes and that, but why not instance of 1, 2, so let's see what we get from this. So it would be one of these. One of these 4, so we take 4 cards. I don't know what else. This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. So the first one is Debian. No. Mac OS X would be more like a yes. Open BSD. No. Gen 2. I think I would not take the Debian. Mac OS X seems to be like that would be stable, I would say. And with that I think you could work really well. I think it would kind of flow. I think with the OpenBSD you would have like, well, the worst is the first one. Somehow I think somehow, or even this, but let's say that with the third one I think you will, no, I wouldn't take it. And then for some reason what I see from the cards, I would take the second option. It gives you the Temperance. First is the Devil, so I wouldn't go with that. Second is Temperance, that's the nicest thing in here, so I would think that things would flow kind of even like, funny if that is the Mac program. And for example, I think a lot of musicians use Macs, that they deal better than some other basic Windows business computers who seems to crash all the time. Is that kind of situations. And yeah, that would be kind of nightmare already. I think that the third one, and Gen 2 would be efficient. So, but without again knowing anything about this IT and the programs and operating systems, I don't know if this is more comprehensive in that sense, that this would be like, yeah, you can do things with this, but this would be this stuff. And I have no connection to Apple or anything, so okay. Yeah. And well, like I said, there was like, I think Apologetic has asked something related to this. Hey, Apologetic, you asked something similar at one of my sessions. Do you remember that? And if what happened? That would be super, not super, I need to get rid of the super. That would be very interesting. I would be very interested to know. And also, hey, if you decide to make your own decisions, but this is what the cards recommend, is the Mac stuff. For you, Apologetic, with your installation of this, I guess it's an operating system, or maybe I'm totally hacked, but basically let me know what happens with it, because that is very interesting. And then if you can tell me what happened with the last thing that was relating to some of this, or was it was not the same question, I think. Okay, yeah, sure, that was the case. Well, I guess that hasn't been concluded yet in that sense, but that's something like, well, maybe the operating system is not that important in that matter. Okay, and here I am back again. It seems to be a little bit on and off. So basically, I will leave you for a moment with a nice video, and I will be back in just few seconds. Okay? So check out this. I will have few words for you then. Okay, I will be still back, and I think I have to start wrapping this up in a moment, but let's just look at this for a sec. This is in
Welcome to Ragnar's Gate Tarot. If you are searching for a path to deeper insights, guidance, and spiritual connection, by becoming a member and choosing one of our levels, you will gain access to exclusive content, personalized readings, and the support of a like-minded mystical community, depending on the gate number you choose to activate. Ragnar's Gate 1. $6 per month. Access weekly synchronized guidance cards / tarot tale videos. Participate in exclusive members-only live Q&A sessions. Ragnar's Gate 2. $12 per month. Everything from Gate 1. Plus, a detailed monthly tarot reading crafted just for you via email or video link. Ragnar's Gate 3. $28 per month. All from Gates 1 and 2. Plus, a 15-minute live, one-on-one tarot session every month. And discounts and special offers on private tarot readings. Unlock the magic. Choose your gate, support the channel, and dive into a world of deeper understanding. Dizzy click join to become a member today. In https://buymeacoffee.com/RagnarsGateTarot.
Alright, hey, that was, I had to step out for a moment and came back. Here I am, for a little while still, but yeah, I wanted to play that, so if you want to become a member, I will have on 16th of this month, 16th of 3, it's not this, but next week, Sunday at 8:30 to 10, members only session, questions and answers, and of course being a member gives you other things then as well. If you want to become a member and join that session, you have to do it minimum 2 hours before it starts because of practical reasons. So check out the buymeacoffee.com if you want to. Okay. So, but hey, that was kind of like what said. Well, like I said, I don't shy away from anything that is like a reasonable questions and stuff like this. And like I said, I have never. Well, have to say that each operating system that I said I never have quite have question like that, but then I had to correct myself because I did have that and I did remember, and now Apologetic confirmed that we were discussing similar matter like earlier in like in a pretty serious matter that we've been going through here with Apologetic as well. So I would say that we do one more Zener round. Anyone who wants to participate can participate, and then I think it's time for me to go meditate with my cards and maybe sleep even. Okay? So are you up for one more, or if not, then in like minute or two I'm gonna sign off and all that. I currently use other Linux on that system. Should I remove that and install Mac OS X on the hard drive, or should I use a different order? Oh my god. Well, first you need, well, now we need to have another card, dude. I have to say that now for this, it's a serious business, of course, like everything. I am, it's just, for me, like, it's just, well, okay, but hey, we need to get you a new card. You need to get the card right, and then we address this matter, okay? Apologetic. And Lockero Blue, feel free to join if you want to still ask something, and let me eventually know what happened with your uncle. I would be very interested to know, now that you decided, that you said that you unblock him. Okay? Remember, you are the queen of swords. So Apologetic, are you ready? Here comes. Let me know. Which card is this now? Go for it. You got it. You see? This whole connection with everything, and with the practice with the first round. Good job, Apologetic. It's the circle indeed. I was just about to say that because the last one didn't go so well, but that was needed, so the connection and connection and synchronicity has been reached. So basically, we answered this question that you made. I currently use Linux that should moment. I have to read this again. I currently use other Linux on that system. Should I remove that and install Mac OS X on that HDD, or should I use a different HDD? Okay, well, let's take for this one. Well, last we just took you which one is like yes or no. So we take on this. We take like paths, which would mean I still have to read this again. Maybe I'm getting a bit tired. Should I remain install OSX on that HD or use a different? So we take two paths. If you take two different axes, you can take. Let's see if we can make some sense to this. So can I ask? Yes. And funny enough, by the way, when I was asking, can I ask? And this was the card that was representing the OS X thing, right? Mac OS X. Okay, but anyway, here comes. So you are here. So this is if you use the same, I suppose, yeah. Here we go. And this if you use the different one. So the higher path is the same. Yeah. And what we have tried to. Okay, here you are. So you are in a situation that you have choices to be made. You have come well, you have made a choice, I guess, and then that has led to more choices. That has led to more choices in the end. Okay, let's put this little bit here. Alright, so here you start, and the same, basically, here we go. This one is using the same. It will start, you have there Page of Pentacles, Three of Swords ends up with an Emperor. Okay, so okay, like I said, this is going to be the last one today because it seems like I'm running out of my reason or energy with this to give like proper answers in that sense. So it seems to be on my view that it's worth your, it's sort of like economical and it's worth your, like it's practically should be good. There is gonna be some small disappointment or change that has to be made if you use the same, but I think it leads to the Emperor, so you are in control and it's gonna work out fine if you use the same, I think. Then we have the, if you have a different one, there is the King of Swords. Funny that there is that. And here we are back. So yeah, two kings here, and here we are back. So yeah, two kings here, but it ends, so it seems to be that first it goes, I think it would go really well and it's stable, the whole system in that, but it ends up with the Two of Swords, which is like little bit like, who knows what secrets, you know, are being like, I don't know, lost, or like it goes to the intuition level of computer science and IT. So I would choose the path. Even with the kings, you have the major arcane. So I would say, like, for me, the one that ends with the Emperor, using the same would be the stuff. I would use the same. This is what I would suggest by the cards that I see here. Okay, apologetic. All right. So apologetic. I will install sensibly. I will first see if I have to back up before I install Mac OS X. It seems like you know what you're doing, I guess. So, fair enough. But hey, alright. As I already was kind of saying before, now I think it's time for me to take my leave. So basically, Lekura Blue and others who came and went. I don't know. There's somebody left a comment. Soul Sandoval. I don't know if we got much. There was some connection issues, but thank you for subscribing. Hope you come back. You don't have to worry about the subscribing. It's just happy to have you here. Cosmic Miss, thank you for being part of the whole thing today, and thank you for your kind comments to a fellow chat person here in my channel. Hopefully you guys make this come again and make this channel yours as well. Apologetic, it's a pleasure always to have you here. Keep coming back. So, and look at the blue, of course. So again, feel free to subscribe, like, share. I am on TikTok also, you can follow me there. That will probably not complicate matters, will make everything better. On 16th of next month, next week Sunday is the members only event, the session, so feel free to become a member and come there to chat with me, with the cards, about the cards, or I don't know, music or whatever we get, but that's a session for members only. Okay. By that, I will leave you with what I started with, which is going to be the intro that is inspired by all who has been here. So I will bid you good night and hope to see you guys here often. I'm sure I'm gonna be back sooner than you might think. So hit the notification bell as well so you know why I'm here. Okay? Now, bye and check out the video.